Hey everybody, I'm back again with the third part of this review for the Clark Sisters, the First Ladies of Gospel movie review, recap, reaction, thingamajigga. Go ahead and do all the good stuff. Subscribe, like, comment. Visit my blog, corysong.blogspot.com, all that. Alright, let me try to get through some more of these notes that I have. Alright, so I was talking about Pastor Clark and Dr. Maddie Moss Clark, the struggle that they had, um, the relationship they had, um, and all that stuff. So I put down also in my notes that they were both violent and abusive in a way. So, excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but anyway, yeah, they were both violent and abusive. So in the scene where they argued about the breakfast, it showed that the father was actually like was hitting Dr. Clark, Dr. Maddie Moss. Um, she left him, divorced him, or whatever. So he was too controlling for her, for Maddie Moss Clark. But then she was in turn too controlling to the Clark sisters, and controlled all their movements pretty much. So it was that dynamic going on as well. Um, I also had wrote down some words that I thought were fitting for Maddie Moss Clark. Like I said, she was like, she reminded me a lot of black mothers. So she's very complex. She had good qualities and bad qualities. So I'm just not knocking her or anything like that. Let me just put that out there. Before I get into it, go ahead and watch the first two videos about on this movie review. They're gonna be up on my channel. Anyway, so some of the words that described Maddie Moss Clark were caring, she was loving, she was inspiring, she was motivating, she was understanding, but at the same time she was closed-minded. She was dependent on the children, like her children, um, the Clark sisters. In a way, she was ambitious, she was selfish, yet she was selfless. She was violent, she was abusive, she was controlling, she was manipulative, she was self-sacrificing, um, as well. So she left her husband after that and stuff like that. Um, you know, she like devoted her whole life to the Clark sisters, making them something and making the music something. But she sacrificed her husband relationship in a way, and maybe her happiness. I don't know. Maybe she was supposed to be like doing that or whatever. Well, you know, wouldn't say she was supposed to be controlling her adult children's lives to that extent. I wouldn't say that that would be her calling, but you know, I don't know. She got involved in their lives so heavily, um, without knowing it. I mean, she was well intentioned. It seemed like in different ways, but she was out for herself in a way because this was her dream, and um, she kind of forced the Clark sisters to do this. Um, I feel like, I mean, because once the children are adults, I mean, they should be able to live their own lives. That's what you do in a normal, in a healthy type of relationship with your parents. But they didn't have a healthy relationship. They didn't have a healthy mother and daughter relationship. They had a kind of toxic, codependent relationship going on. It was good and it was bad in many ways. I don't know. Yeah, so those are some of the things that I had wrote down about Maddie Moss Clark. All the pronouns for the adjectives that I wanted to put for her. So it was, they talked about, they showed the different personalities of all the Clark sisters. So it had Jackie as an outsider in a way, and Denise as an outsider as well. And it was very interesting because those were the two outsiders in many ways, but they were the ones who went up against each other the most. I put down Jackie versus Denise. So Jackie, she was an outsider. She was the oldest of the sisters, but she was not a Clark sister. Actually, she was had another father. All the other sisters were their father was Pastor Clark, and her last name was Cullum. Her last name was Cullum. Um, so it was very interesting. At one point in the movie, Denise was saying that, and she said this in her when in real life when she gave that long interview. She made it a fact. She stated that that Jackie was not a Clark, right? So um, she wasn't a Clark. So in the movie, she said that Jackie was over there. She was like she was in charge of everybody, and Denise said, "Well, you might be in charge. She's the old. Jackie said she was the oldest. She was like, yeah, you're the oldest Cullum, but I'm the oldest Clark. You know what I'm saying? So it was this kind of difference between Jackie. It seemed like they made a difference in her, and I'm not sure because it didn't make sense to me because I don't know. Did she live with her father? Because if she lived with the mother and she's the oldest, I mean, she would be the oldest, like in the household, and Denise wouldn't be able to talk to her like that. It would seem like I don't know, like she would be the oldest, and she was in charge. But it was kind of like Jackie lived somewhere else, and she was coming in, and Denise was Denise was the oldest growing up, and then here Jackie's inserting herself, and now she's like usurping Denise's authority. Like, no, you just came into this, and you're not running this house. I'm running this house. But if she grew up in the house with them, it would have seemed like she was always like the. But also in the movie, the father, when they had the fight and Jackie went in to save, like call the police and stuff, he made a difference between Jackie and the other was he said, "You're not even my child." So if he was saying that, maybe all the other sisters were treating her like that as well. I'm not really sure about that, but that would make the most sense out of the things that were transpiring in the movie. Is that they were making a difference between Jackie and themselves. And Denise, she was an outsider as well because she was like going against the grain. She wanted to break out. She wanted to go party and stuff. She didn't want to. Well, this is what they said. Once again, Denise was not involved in the creation of the movie. So, from the other sister's perspective, she was a party girl. She was not following the rules, and she um, was just going against everything and always fighting the mother and fighting them and everything that they wanted to do because they wanted to do everything that the mother wanted them to do. So, yeah, them as the outsiders. Had Karen, she was kind of shy, timid. She was the youngest child, and at first she didn't want to sing the lead, which was interesting because she's the lead singer and she's known as one of the greatest singers and all this stuff. But she was shy to sing lead. And then it had Twinkie. She was Maddie Moss Clark's protege, so she sacrificed a lot of herself. She didn't get married when the other ones got married, and everybody else was married but her. I don't know which one. I guess she might be the third one in the line, but she wrote all the songs and composed and played the instrument and stuff like that, and then had to teach all the other sisters how to sing them and stuff like that, and rehearse them and all that different stuff. So she didn't have a life of her own, and yeah. So that's all of them, right? That's all 5 of them. Jackie, Denise, Karen, Twinkie. Who else did I miss? Dorinda. Dorinda. She didn't really have a story that in there, but yeah. Okay, so now I broke down them. I'm gonna go into my next video. I'm gonna have to do another video, so this is gonna be 4 parts. because I don't have any space on my phone. If you want to donate to my channel, please do. And then I can get a new phone, I can get space, I can get a computer, I can get everything. Go ahead and comment down below and I'll send you my Cash App information. And you can help out my channel. Alright, I'm going to get off of here. Let me do my outro real quick. And I'm going to come back with the last video, hopefully. Do, 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 do.